Hey, good afternoon. Welcome to the second session. My name is Scott Kelly. I'm an account executive here in Pittsburgh for Cloudera, and we're hosting this Tech Talk room. So for those that weren't in the room before, Cloudera is the modern platform for machine learning and analytics in the cloud and on-premise. And we're pleased to be here today and have you in this session. So it's my pleasure to introduce Dave Onomastico, the founder and CEO of Bentgrass Technologies, something I found really cool when I was talking to him a little bit earlier. So welcome, Dave.
Thank you.
Yep.
Hi, everybody, and welcome. My name is Dave Onomastico, and I'm the founder and CEO of Bentgrass Technologies. What we do at Bentgrass is we're a full-service golf course management company. But before I jump in, I just want to give you a little background about myself in the golf industry. 32 years old, been in the industry for about 20 years. Grew up on the golf course, Penn National in South Central Pennsylvania, Chambersburg, if anybody's familiar with that. It's my home course. Any job you can think of in the golf course community, I worked. Grounds crew, pro shop, anything. So I grew up on the golf course learning the industry, and I have a really passion for the industry. So when we developed, this technology has been a couple years in the making, and I was using it as an opportunity to help change the industry that I have such a passion for, and the game that I love. So let's talk about the game a little bit. There we go. Golf industry at a glance. We're talking about a $70 billion industry where 23.8 million people play golf each year. Out of those, you get 456 million rounds. What the more important number is though the fact that the U.S. market has 14,794 facilities in the U.S. We're the best supplied golf market in the world. But more importantly, 75% of those courses are open to all players. For what we do at Bentgrass, that gives us a huge opportunity and a huge playing field to help 75% of these golf courses. Now, the other 25 that we're talking about are your PGA courses that are closed off to the public, specialty courses, little executive par 9s, and things like that. So, what we do. We're providing a full-service course management system at a significantly lower cost to these courses who are putting in GPS systems for their course and other things to monitor. And we're doing it to look to speed up the pace of play. Pace of play is the biggest issue in the golf course community and industry. Every year they have a symposium over at Scottsdale to try to solve this problem. And what Bentgrass is here to do is to solve that problem. We're also looking to maximize tee times by helping with pace of play. And that all results in increasing revenue for the course. When I talk about full service, what we're talking about is serving all aspects of the course. There are other companies out there that will serve POS systems, or they're tracking where carts are or where players are. Nobody's really tackling the whole course as a business, and that's what we're aimed to do. When we talk about course management then, as the course as a business, we're talking about giving the player a better experience. One of the biggest problems with that pace of play issue is the fact that it takes 5+ hours to complete a round of golf. And people are starting to leave the game because they don't have time in the fast-paced industry that they're in. It takes too long to get to some of the courses. For every one course that opens every year, 21 close. So now it's getting harder to even find a course to play. And the courses are jam-packed with people. But with our unique board design that we've developed, we're able to offer that at a lower cost too, to the courses. So our equipment rollout and sensor technology has allowing the courses to implement this at a very low rate. So let's talk about how we do it. Bentgrass utilizes big data to identify the inefficiencies in order to improve both pace of play and course management, like I said earlier. The courses don't have and don't get a lot of data feedback. The data feedback that a golf course is getting nowadays is going to be, where are my carts? The fact that you can order food, orders in the cart, and the inclusion and exclusion areas of the cart. So for any golfers out there, how about the time when you were driving across the fairway and all of a sudden your cart stops, won't let you go anywhere. To get to your ball, you have to back up. That's really the only data that's coming back for courses. There's a lot of data coming back for players. For those who golf, how many, show of hands, have a GPS system that they use? Yeah. The course is not getting that data. Golf Logic or something is retaining that data. So the course has no idea how players are handling themselves, the pace of play, or if they're enjoying their experience, unless they fill out some sort of survey or they chat afterwards. So in a sense, for me, it's very archaic in what's happening. What we're here to do is provide that enormous amount of data through all of our customizable sensors to make the course and provide them with better and smarter business decisions. In result, we're going to be increasing the golfer experience for them. So, like I said before, why do we do it? The biggest issue in golf right now is the length of time to play a round of golf. We're using big data to address that problem. Now, I didn't do that in the beginning. Show of hands, how many actually have played golf or currently play golf? No, it's like 75% of the room. Okay. So, one of the questions that you always ask yourself, when you're going out, if you're going to go out by yourself or with more with a partner, is, do you want to go play golf? Simple question to ask somebody. Nowadays, that's becoming a huge issue. You have so many factors now that go into, do you want to go play a round? And it's a bigger question than you might think. These are all the things that can go through a golfer's head when we're talking about going to play around 9 or 18 holes. Where are we going to play? How far is it? What type of course is it? What are the conditions? How busy is it? Does it get played on a lot? How much time is that going to take? I don't even know if I can go play 9. How difficult is the course based on slope? The total course distance, and of course, how much does it cost? You really want to fork over $75 to go play a 5-hour round and have a bad experience? You do that so many times, you're not going to want to play anymore and sell your clubs. So the golf course community right now is dealing with that decline. And so we're there to solve that problem, to help create efficiencies in the course as a business, and bring more people to the golf game. So courses nowadays, they're losing easy everyday revenue by not having ways to increase efficiency. Like I said before, they have limited data feedback loops. And so what we're doing is aiming to improve that by increasing those efficiencies to help and bring more golfers to the game and increase revenue for the course, as well as cost savings, which I'll get into here later. So now that you know a little bit about it, let's talk about big data and how it comes into play. What we're doing is we're utilizing big data to provide those courses with the information that they need to better structure just day-to-day course operations. The big thing there is we're providing them with information they need, not information that they could get now that really isn't giving them, hey, how can I run my business better? So that information that they need is going to help them make better business decisions on a day-to-day operations standpoint. Any average golf course needs a team of at least 10 or more people to make that golf course run. And I don't think now people in the industry are seeing it as a business. It's just a course. The feedback that we're giving is going to be used to optimize that pace of play and allow more opportunities for tee times. What we're doing with the feedback loop, a prime example of the feedback loop that we are going to aid in is going to take a shower. You turn on the water, you turn it to a certain level of hotness, but then you have to feel that water. You can't just jump, you're not just going to jump into the shower. You're getting the feedback from the water saying how hot it is. You make that adjustment, and then you get in the shower. Same example here in golf. The golf course has no idea how to react to certain things that are happening on the course and with their business. We provide them with that feedback through our sensor data technology to allow them to make more educated decisions. And the result is that more effective overall playing experience. But we're also helping to stabilize their costs per round. Anybody here, show of hands, use Golf Now to book your tee times? Yeah. So Golf Now is a killer for golf courses. If you're not aware, a golf course has to not only pay for Golf Now monthly, which is a premium, but also Golf Now takes a cut of every tee time. Golf Now is basically like Hotels Tonight or something, where if they have unused rooms or tee times, they book them through Golf Now. They can also offer you hot deals, which allows even cheaper rates. So if I have a golf course that's $75 a round and you're offering it for $25, I'm losing money not only on a foursome, and that I'm losing 4 times that with 4 people. So people are leaving the game. They love Golf Now, but Golf Now can only serve so many tee times. So we're hoping to have courses eliminate that and get their costs back up to where they need to be. That's going to help them save money right off the bat. So let's talk a little bit about how some of this data works. Our boards are built, we have extensible designs that are built on a framework that implement protocols. That allows us to build out layers of functionality to expand and adapt as the market changes. What that means is now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, we're able to add protocols to our boards without redesigning the whole board, allowing it to be cost effective and more efficient for courses. There's no limit to the amount of data that we can capture. If it can be measured or monitored on a course, we're able to do that. You could see some of the examples here of some of the things we can monitor. Water usage, we can tie that straight to billing. A lot of courses, they have no idea, they know how much water they might be using, they have no idea how much it's going to cost. So we can predict water usage costs. Water usage is the biggest cost expense for a golf course. We're talking millions of dollars. And then fertilizing. Knowing how to over and under fertilize. A lot of times with the superintendent, yes, there's a science behind it, but 70% of the time it's guesswork. Weather, pin cycle times. Pin cycle times is a unique feature where we're able to put sensors in the pins as well as the tee boxes to determine the cycle times of when foursomes are coming in and off the tees. So all that data there is being encapsulated in our protocol MQTT, which is our message queuing telemetry transport system. From there, we use the 900 megahertz band, which is the best for outdoor use. Some of these courses we're talking, 6,000, 7,000 yards. There might be 2 courses too. So we need data to be able to travel far distances. In order to do that, we use a wireless mesh network, self-healing network. So a node goes down, it's a self-healing network, and other nodes find the most effective route to get back to the pro shop. That all is getting sent by an antenna that is on the board. And then on the flip side, when it's coming in, once again, it's coming over that band into our protocol, into a computer, which is then transporting that to the database. From that database that is housed at the pro shop, because we're using CloudBased Analytics software to be able to access that data from anywhere, that's where the course through a very nice, simple to use API for the pro shop or the superintendent is able to come up with those reports and those algorithms to better make decisions for their course. They can then deliver those to the customer. What's great about what we do too is you might think it's a big infrastructure to put all these things on the course. The golfer and the course superintendent and the player have no idea. We are very minimalistic in how we handle in the course and how our sensors are placed. So that's in a nutshell kind of what we're doing in the golf industry. I do like to wrap up by saying, we are in the startup phase. We are prototyping now in the lab and out on the courses. We have a lot of demand for our demo products as well as our production applications. And so right now we're in the seed startup funding phase to be able to basically meet that demand for our product. So take some questions.
Is the pin cycle time the thing you use to track people that walk the course instead of use carts?
Yes. We also have those on the tee boxes as well. So we're able to accurately determine when somebody has, if you're walking too, it's going to take you longer to get to the tee box. We're able to determine those times by who's leaving the tee boxes and who's entering the green and pulling the pin.
Do you have any idea what percentage of people walk the course versus use the cart? Is it relatively small?
It was larger back in the day, but now basically most courses lease their carts before they used to purchase their carts. And most of the courses have increased in length, so it's declining in terms of the amount of people that walk.
So that can speed up play for more when you use carts versus walking.
Yes.
I have a mic for anybody else who has questions.
Can you give us a success story that, you helped with the course and they really appreciated what you did and kind of helped them out?
Yeah, well, we've had conversations with the courses. Like I said, we're in the initial prototyping phase. So we've gone to courses with this model and collected data from them in terms of what their course is functioning at right now, where their pain points are. And so they're very excited to see some of this sensor data come out. Like I said, we're testing right now, and we're hopefully by the start of the golf season be in full production with some of our demo courses to collect that data.
Can you help me improve my golf game?
Yes. In version 2.0, which will probably be in the next 2 years, we will have an app that is paired with this technology. So right now we're focusing on the course as a business. So right now the golfer might not see that immediate benefit. Yeah, they're going to be able to play through faster, enjoy their round. And you might say to yourself, I love playing that course. Why do I love playing that course? We're always through in enough time. It looks beautiful. The greens are great. We're kind of behind the scenes with our technology. We will have an app that's paired to it. So not only the course will be able to collect data from the course itself, but then you'll be able to collect golfer data. So you'll be seeing who's playing your course, skill levels. Most people nowadays, they play the wrong tee boxes based on their handicap, and that slows times down too. So we'll be able to collect data from the course as well as the player with our app that's coming out hopefully in the next 2 years. Excellent. All right. Thank you very much.